There is a moment, and it can feel unsettling when you start to realize you don't even feel like yourself anymore. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way that you can clearly explain, but quietly, subtly, something feels different. The way that you respond to things that have changed, to things that used to matter, they don't feel the same anymore. The way you move through your day feels unfamiliar. And at some point, you notice it, and the thought comes in, who am I right now? If you've ever had a moment like that where you didn't quite recognize yourself, take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel, this video, because this is something that many people experience during change, but it is rarely talked about openly. So today I want to talk about it from this place of experience and honesty, because it can sometimes be an uncomfortable feeling because it's unfamiliar. And you find that you're not reacting in the same way. You're not thinking in the same way. You're not even feeling in the same way. So it can feel disorienting. And I remember a time where something happened that normally would have triggered a strong reaction in me. Something that in the past I would have felt immediately. And I waited for the reaction. I expected it almost, but it didn't come. There was just space. And I remember sitting with that and thinking, that's strange. Just take a moment. Have you ever expected yourself to react in a certain way and then realize that you didn't? That moment can feel a little confusing because your identity has been built around how you respond, how you think, how you feel, how you show up. So when those things begin to change, it can feel like something is missing. And I remember questioning it, thinking, should I feel something here? Am I disconnected? Why don't I feel the same intensity? And for that moment, it didn't feel like growth. It felt like something was off. But what was actually happening, and what's actually happening for you, is your nervous system is shifting. It's no longer responding the same way that it used to. And that changes your entire internal experience. See, most people don't realize how much of their identity is tied to their reactions, their emotional patterns, their familiar responses. So when those begin to soften, it can feel like you've lost something. Just notice that for a minute. What part of you feels unfamiliar? So when old reactions fall away, space opens, and that space feels quiet, unfamiliar, and even uncomfortable because you're not used to it yet. I remember noticing how quiet things felt internally. Situations that used to create tension no longer did. Conversations that used to pull me in felt different, and there was stillness that I wasn't used to. Many people interpret this as disconnection or numbness, something being wrong, but often it's regulation. And this is where fear can enter, because if you're not the person that you used to be, then who are you? And that question can feel uncomfortable. Have you ever felt that? That space where you're not who you were, but you're not truly who you are yet. This is the in between space. And it's a very real part of growth. It's not just the beginning, not a fully formed next version or the transition. I remember reaching a point where I stopped trying to figure it all out or trying to define it, and just allowed myself to be in that space. And that's when something shifted. Because when you stop trying to go back and stop trying to force forward, you create the space for something new to emerge. You don't need to rush to define yourself, and you don't need to figure it all out. Your system is adjusting, and that adjustment takes time. See, there are times when this kind of transition can feel difficult to move through on your own. And if you ever feel ready to explore that space more deeply, I've created environments where this process can unfold with support, and that's through private retreats and through books I've written. And you'll find those pathways linked below. And by the way, I'm Tina Brigitini. If this is your first time at my channel, you're not losing yourself, you're changing. And in that space, something new is forming. And I'll see you in the next video. Many blessings. Tina Brigitini.